Welcome to Literary Insights. This is the summary for the book Side Hustle, Chris Guillebeau. If you like this type of content, please subscribe and like this video. The Way of the Hustle, stories of people stumbling upon side hustle success unexpectedly. The British man earned $700 per month from Amazon affiliate links and fish tank reviews. The San Diego government employee turned a favor of photographing a friend's wedding into a successful wedding photography side hustle. The message: you never know where a side hustle might lead if you just get started. A side hustle is a money-making project you start on the side, usually while still working a day job. It allows you to earn extra income without the risk of quitting your job. The stories in the book show that anyone can build a profitable side hustle using skills they already have. The book provides a 27-day plan to start a side hustle. To be successful at side hustling, you need the right mindset, a willingness to learn and experiment, and the willingness to take action. You don't need much money, time, education, employees, or business experience. The author has been starting side hustles his whole life and makes a living from them. He wrote the book to help others increase their income and gain more freedom and options. The 27-day plan in the book teaches side hustle skills through doing. The only way to learn them is by taking action. The plan helps you generate and choose profitable ideas, then launch your hustle, refine it, and make money from it. An example is a woman creating a pop-up art show to sell her illustrations. Though she lacked business experience, the 27-day plan helped her build a side hustle. In summary, the book provides a practical guide to starting a profitable side hustle in under a month, using the skills you already have. By following the plan, you can gain skills in generating income outside of your day job. The entrepreneur took a course of action and signed up for an 8-week entrepreneurship class at a local college. Unfortunately, the class led mostly to frustration, as only about 15% of what was taught was helpful or relevant to her goals. This book takes a different approach, laying out a 27-day process for starting a profitable hustle. Instead of lengthy business plans or borrowing money, it focuses on action and results. Readers can go through the steps on their own schedule. The book is divided into 5 weeks, each with 5 steps, plus bonus steps in weeks 3 and 4. The weekly objectives are: Week 1, generate profitable business ideas. Week 2, select the best idea week. Week 3, prepare to share the idea with others. Week 4, launch the hustle and track results. Week 5, regroup, refine, and improve. 2 questions can help determine if the hustling life is right for the reader. Do you like having multiple income sources? Are you willing to spend at least 30 minutes a day building your hustle for the next 27 days? If the answers are yes, the book can help. The author plans to be direct in providing guidance to help readers succeed. Additional free tools include a task tracker and an online community. The book argues that everyone should have more than one source of income, and starting a side hustle can be empowering and help create security. There are 3 common goals for a side hustle. Make extra money for a specific purpose. Create an ongoing supplemental income. Replace or exceed one's current income. The book provides examples of people achieving each goal through different side hustles. A side hustle should be thought of like a hobby that makes money, allowing one to be entrepreneurial and gain new skills while earning income. Money does grow on trees if you plant the right seeds. The seeds are money-making ideas. To earn money from these ideas, you need to turn them into action. The first step is finding good ideas. Not all ideas are equal. Some can make $8 per hour, $100 per hour, or $250 per hour. Good ideas are feasible, profitable, and persuasive. Feasible ideas. You can start quickly while working a day job. Earns money. Doesn't take too long to launch. Profitable ideas. Clearly show how you'll make money. Don't require too much time or money to get started. Solve a problem for customers who will pay. Persuasive ideas. Appealing right now. Arrive at the right time to meet customer needs. Hard for customers to say no. Avoid grand ideas that are hard to act on or require skills you don't have. Look for simple, low-maintenance ideas you can describe in one sentence that recurs and solve problems. Checklist for high-potential ideas. Can you describe how to act on it in one sentence? The obvious way to make money? Solves a problem? Can you launch quickly? Low maintenance? Recurring pay? The more yes answers, the better. Get to work on ideas with all yes answers. Brainstorm, borrow, or steal at least 3 side hustle ideas. Look for feasible, profitable, persuasive ideas around you. If stuck, look at tools, skills, interests, and passions for inspiration. Dan, a healthcare database engineer, started an online tutoring business on the side to teach students database skills. He charged $55 to $65 an hour and made $500 to $1,000 a month. Dan noticed some students needed more help, like building custom databases or consulting. He started charging $80 to $125 an hour for this higher-level work. The side hustle gave Dan extra money and allowed him to gain new skills and relationships. He saw a need and opportunity that others didn't. To succeed in a side hustle, you need to turn ideas into assets that generate income. Look for ideas that solve problems or meet needs. You can spot side hustle ideas by observing people and thinking about what they need or want. Some options are driving or delivering for ride shares, walking dogs, organizing errands, delivering coffee, or car washes. A better side hustle makes life easier, not harder. It combines skills with the needs of a large market. For example, a web developer built a traffic resource for commuters and makes $7,500 per month. There are 3 kinds of side hustles: selling a product, providing a service, or being a middleman. Selling a product or service involves customers. A middleman finds inefficiencies to profit from, like buying and reselling items at a higher price. The key elements are finding an unmet need, using your existing skills, and building a business that makes life easier by providing value to customers. Look for ideas by observing the world around you, spotting groups of people, and thinking about what they need. Then determine if you can provide that through a product, service, or by improving an existing inefficient process. The man does not make or ship the products himself. He also can't provide better customer service since he lacks buyers' information and is not involved in the shipping process. However, he can increase his profits by continuously improving his research process to determine which items to source and resell. As he gains more experience, he learns which items have the highest profit margins and sells the fastest. He then focuses on buying and reselling those items. There are 2 types of hustle ideas. Starter ideas: these are basic ideas that can generate some cash but have limitations. Examples are driving for Uber, limited by time and demand, and selling your used stuff, limited inventory. Next level ideas, NLIs: these ideas have more potential for sustained profits. Examples are coaching other Uber drivers, unlimited demand, and buying used goods to resell at a higher price, replenishable inventory. NLIs are usually better choices. To evaluate hustle ideas, consider the obstacles, like high costs, regulations, limited demand, etc. The gin kit idea faced fewer obstacles than opening an actual distillery. Look for opportunities, like an enthusiastic target market, growth potential, competitive advantage, etc. The gin kit tapped into a popular DIY trend and lifestyle. Determine if the idea is feasible. Can you do it? Profitable, will it make money? And persuasive, will others buy in? The gin kit met all 3 criteria. Start with a basic idea, then build on it. The gin kit was a next-level idea that evolved from the initial idea to open a distillery. To generate ideas, notice opportunities in your daily life. Jack and Joe's ideas came from their hobby and interest. Borrow ideas from the examples and adapt them. The list of starter ideas can be modified or combined. Brainstorm at least 3 of your ideas. Then evaluate them based on the criteria above. The key is to start with an idea, any idea, then improve and build on it. With some hustling effort, that seed of an idea can grow into something great. Joe and Jack came up with the idea to produce and sell alcohol initially. However, after researching they realized it would require a huge investment and be very risky. So they abandoned that idea. But their brainstorming led to another idea, homemade gin kits. This idea had fewer obstacles and more opportunities. Some strategies to identify obstacles and opportunities in an idea. Brainstorming, ask questions like what would be good or challenging about the idea. Who would benefit and why? How hard to get the first sale? Has it been done before? Best and worst case scenarios. Research, learn about costs, laws, and competition. Talk to others. Explore scenarios. Evaluate some potential side hustle ideas by considering obstacles and opportunities. Help wedding photographers process photos. Obstacles, requires expertise and manual effort. May be seasonal. Opportunities, recurring market. Photographers are busy and well paid so can pay for help. Coordinate a network of pet sitters and earn commission. Obstacles, limited number of dogs. Hard to compete with cheap labor. Opportunities, matchmaking not actual pet sitting. Less time consuming. Build a popular profile on Pinterest or other networks and earn ad and referral income. Obstacles, hard to initially get popular. Success depends on network size. Opportunities, can do it anywhere online. Can outsource and scale. To estimate profit for a side hustle, use this simple equation. Expected income, expected expenses equals projected profit. For a car rental hustle, expected monthly income equals average daily rental rate X number of days rented. Expected monthly expenses equals lease plus insurance plus maintenance plus commission. Profit equals monthly rental income, monthly expenses. To identify variables like average daily rental rate, days rented per month, lease cost, insurance, maintenance, and any commissions. Then calculate income, expenses, and profit. Start with a basic model for one car to get a sense of potential. Once you have multiple side hustle ideas, you need a way to compare and select the best one. The Side Hustle Selector is a tool to help rank and compare ideas, like Tinder for hustling. An example is Meredith Floyd Preston, a Waldorf school teacher who spent a lot of time designing custom lessons. She noticed other teachers and homeschoolers could benefit from pre-made Waldorf curriculum resources. She launched a side hustle creating and selling Waldorf-inspired lesson plans, activities, and supplies to teachers and homeschooling parents. Her idea met the criteria of being feasible. She had experience, profitable, filling a need, and persuasive, helping an underserved audience. To select your best idea, apply criteria like feasibility, profit potential, and purpose. Rank ideas on a scale of 1 to 5 for each criterion. The idea with the highest combined score is your top choice to pursue. You can then evaluate it further or launch a pilot to test it. Even if an idea seems perfect, keep developing new ideas. Your priorities or opportunities may change, and a better idea could emerge. Continuous improvement. Trust your judgment but get input from others. Their questions and perspectives will strengthen your decision-making. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Use the tools to determine your best option, then take action. You can always pivot later if needed. Meredith, a Waldorf teacher and web designer, was looking for a side hustle to generate extra income. She considered offering consulting or coaching sessions but found the time commitment and low profit potential unattractive. Creating and selling curriculum guides online seemed more feasible and scalable, with a higher profit potential since the guides could be resold with little additional effort. Meredith developed a ranking system to evaluate and compare different side hustle ideas based on 5 key factors. Feasibility's ability to implement the idea quickly. Profitability's potential to generate income, also quickly. Persuasion, the belief that the idea will appeal to customers now. Efficiency, speed of execution and implementation. Motivation, personal excitement about the idea. She ranked each idea as high, medium, or low for each factor. Comparing in-person coaching and online curriculum guides, the guides ranked higher in feasibility, profitability, and efficiency. Though motivation and persuasion were equal, the guides were the clear winner based on the other factors. Meredith suggests some tips for overcoming indecision and side hustle paralysis. Focus on the right idea at the right time, not a lifelong commitment. Save other ideas for later. Choose your best idea, don't save it for later. Use the ranking system to determine the strongest option. If still undecided, just pick an idea and get started. Taking action is better than inaction. You can always pivot later. To determine if you have a viable side hustle idea. Can you explain the idea in simple terms? Is it feasible, profitable, and persuasive? Is it clear how the idea will generate income? Does the idea excite or motivate you? If you can say yes to most of these questions, you likely have a good side hustle idea to get started. If not, keep evaluating new options. Success is more likely if you are ready to dive in and take action. Andrea Hagel moved from Spain to Texas with her fiancé. She missed her pets in Spain and came up with an idea for an Airbnb for dogs where dog owners could leave their dogs with hosts instead of kennels when traveling. She started researching other dog-sitting services on Rover.com and noticed that the most popular hosts had many photos and fast response times, and offered additional services like drop-in visits and dog walking. Andrea learned from her competitors and started offering the same services. She made sure to have many photos, fast response times, and good reviews. Her research and adjustments helped her become one of the top-rated hosts in her area. Even when she went to Spain for a month, she had 3 new bookings the day she reactivated her account. Customers had missed her services. Her observations of what made other hosts successful, combined with going above and beyond for her customers, helped her build a strong following and successful side hustle. The key lessons are: research your competitors to see what they're doing right and wrong. Look for areas you can improve. Pay attention to how much competitors charge and how much money they make. This can help determine if an idea is feasible and profitable. Easy-to-understand ideas with clear benefits are most persuasive, especially if it's something new that people aren't familiar with. Going above and beyond for your customers and building a strong reputation will set you apart. You can validate new ideas quickly and cheaply using small ad campaigns on Facebook. See how people respond before investing a lot. The examples show how paying close attention to competitors and customers, keeping things simple, and over-delivering can lead to success with a new venture. Overall, becoming a detective and learning from others in your field is key. Shannon worked a day job in IT but wasn't fulfilled. She noticed she had built skills in web design over the years and saw an opportunity for a side hustle. Initially, Shannon did freelance web design work for clients. However, this took up a lot of time and she already had a full-time job. Shannon realized that instead of building websites for people, she could teach them how to build their websites using WordPress. This led to her creating online courses and products, which generated more passive income. Shannon's side hustle, called WordPress BFF, targeted women like herself in their 20s to 30s, wanting more control and fulfillment in their lives. Once Shannon focused on this target audience, her income grew quickly. The author highlights the importance of identifying your ideal customer or avatar. Understanding your target audience, their needs, and their pain points is key to success. John Lee Dumas, host of the Entrepreneur on Fire podcast, struggled initially until he created a detailed profile of his ideal listener, Jimmy. By focusing his show on serving Jimmy's needs, Dumas built a hugely successful podcast. Demographic data like age, gender, and education level are useful but not enough. Creating an avatar and imaginary, specific person helps you gain deeper insight into your target customer. Some methods for developing your avatar include Write a letter to your ideal customer to show you understand them and propose a solution. Go beyond basic demographics to understand their motivations, desires, frustrations, etc. Start with one focus on serving that single ideal customer, and you'll end up serving many more. Jake Posco worked a regular job in higher education but also played guitar and sang in a band on the side. He decided to start offering guitar lessons as a side hustle to make some extra money. Although guitar lessons are a common offering, Jake knew he had to differentiate himself somehow. He placed an ad on Craigslist with a bold promise: most awesome guitar lessons in the universe. Although it took time to get his first student, Jake kept working at it and eventually started running ads on Google as well. Within a year, he was making $80 an hour teaching guitar lessons and was able to quit his job. To turn an idea into an offer, you need to include the promise, how your hustle will change someone's life. For example, Jake promised to offer the most awesome guitar lessons in the universe. The pitch, why someone should purchase now. This includes creating urgency and scarcity. For example, spots are filling up, reserve yours now. The price, how much it costs and how to purchase. For example, to sign up for hour-long lessons at $50 a lesson, call 555 Hot Tunes now. You want to use persuasive language, be specific yet concise, and always have a clear call to action that tells people exactly what to do next. Urgent and urgent-sounding language can be used even for offers that will never sell out to encourage people to act quickly. Using numbers, action verbs, addressing one person, and conveying excitement and enthusiasm are all ways to write compelling copy. In summary, Jake Posco transformed his idea of offering guitar lessons into a strong offer by developing a bold promise, an urgent pitch, and a clear price and call to action. With consistent work over time, he was able to build up enough students to turn his side hustle into his full-time job. Jake started guitar lessons as a side hustle while working a full-time job and raising a young family. He gradually raised his rates from $80 to $120 per hour as his business grew. In the first month, he made $420. 6 months later, he was making $2,800 per month. He now earns $5,000 to $6,000 per month working part-time. To be successful, a side hustle needs an origin story to connect with customers. Rather than just stating the facts, share the authentic story of why you started it and how it has grown. For example, Kerala Kashmir was started by a couple who fell in love in Nepal and wanted to help local communities. They sourced cashmere products from Nepal and sold them in Canada, donating 5% of the profits back to Nepal. Their story helped attract media attention and customers. Your side hustle's origin story should make you the hero. Share personal details to forge an emotional connection with your target customers. Big companies may try to seem humble and authentic, but as an individual, your story will resonate more. To craft your story, explain why you chose this particular hustle and what was compelling about it. Share how it solves a frustration you or others faced. Describe how you built the hustle to help people with that problem. Add personal details to help customers relate to you. Examples of origin story templates. I've always been interested in ____________________________________________________________________ so I decided to try. I was frustrated by ___________________ and knew there was a better way. I made _______________________ to help other people with the same problem. I started this hustle because I noticed _________________________________________________________________ There didn't seem to be anyone else doing anything about it, so I made. Steven Peterson created an app called Rathon that provides real-time transit data to help people navigate public transit systems. The app now has over 40,000 daily users. Kerala Kashmir, a Canadian cashmere clothing company, went through a rebranding and is now growing steadily through word of mouth and search engine rankings. The key to their success was crafting an inspiring brand story that connected with customers. To launch your side hustle, focus on assembling all the necessary components as quickly as possible instead of getting bogged down in unimportant details. Resourcefulness and a willingness to figure things out as you go are more valuable than business experience. Sarah Hannington built a six-figure side hustle in the custom-printed candy heart business despite knowing little about production or commercial printing. She struggled at first to find a reliable manufacturer but eventually invested in her custom equipment, which allowed her to scale the business. The key lesson is that everything is figure-outable if you look for solutions to obstacles. Don't spend money on expensive equipment or infrastructure until you have a proven, revenue-generating model. Sarah only invested in custom equipment after receiving many orders over 2 seasons. Common questions about side hustles relate to administrative and logistical details like business licenses, accounting software, and taxes. But the most important question is whether you have an idea that can generate revenue. All the other details can be figured out. A mini toolkit of recommendations for new side hustlers includes keeping good records, using simple tools, Excel, Google Sheets, before investing in expensive software, keeping personal and business accounts separate, talking to an accountant about taxes, and getting necessary permits or licenses. But again, focus first on a revenue model before worrying too much about these logistical details. Get separate bank accounts and credit cards for your side hustle to keep funds separate from your accounts. Pay for as much as possible upfront to avoid debt. Set aside at least 25% of your side hustle income for taxes. Paying taxes is a sign of success, so don't complain about it. Send invoices as soon as work is completed. Get paid quickly. Get service agreements in writing to avoid misunderstandings, even if it's just a basic email summary. Keep it simple. You can operate as a sole proprietor for many side hustles. If you incorporate, you can often do it yourself online for little cost. Set up a simple accounting system to track income and expenses. Try to have a dedicated workspace for your side hustle. If not possible, work from the same public place at the same time to create a routine. Pay yourself first by transferring side hustle profits to your account regularly. Getting paid is empowering. For pricing a new offer, use the cost-plus model. For a product, determine the cost to provide it and add a markup. The markup is your profit. Start with a modest markup and increase over time as you build your customer base. For a service, estimate the time required in hours and multiply it by an hourly rate you want to charge based on your skills and experience. The resulting price is your flat fee. If the project takes more time, you can bill additionally in some cases. Start with a lower rate until you gain experience. 2 pricing guidelines. Your price should be high enough to make the hustle worthwhile to you, even if you have to start lower than the sweet spot and increase over time. There is usually a range of possible successful prices for an offer. You want the highest price customers are willing to pay, but not so high that you lose too many customers. Finding the right balance comes with experience. The key is simply to start. You can always adjust your pricing up or down based on customer response. The most important thing is valuing your time and skills enough to charge a price that will make your hustle sustainable. To set a price, first, determine your minimum acceptable profit or hourly income. For products, consider your costs and time involved. For services, consider your skill and expertise. A good rule of thumb is to charge at least what you make at your day job. If you're only breaking even, you are losing money. A side hustle needs to be profitable. Follow these pricing pointers. Aim for recurring revenue when possible. Monthly memberships or paid upgrades are good options. Offer pricing tiers with 2 to 3 choices. Don't give too many options. Avoid gimmicks like pay what you will. Set a fair, fixed price. Don't stray too far from market prices. There's a natural ceiling, and going too high or too low will lose you money or customers. Consider how a price makes you feel. Experienced entrepreneurs develop intuition to guide their pricing. While it shouldn't be the only factor, it can confirm if you're on the right track. You may need to adjust your pricing model as you go. Set a minimum price, aim for the sweet spot, and always show a profit. A side hustle should reward you. Use the money you earn to take trips or make other purchases you couldn't afford before. You've earned it. In summary, the keys to good pricing are determining your minimums, understanding your market, trusting your intuition, being flexible, and making sure to build and profit. With the right approach, you can set prices that are fair to your customers and rewarding for you. The key to successful side hustle is simplifying the process of going from idea to implementation. Tanner Calais came up with the idea for a blog about cruises after struggling to find good information before taking his first cruise. He executed the idea by writing many helpful articles answering common questions about cruising, optimizing his website so the articles ranked high in search results, adding advertising and affiliate links to generate revenue. Within a year, the hustle was making $3,000 per month. The key was keeping things simple and focused. To launch a hustle, you need to gather the necessary resources and complete the required tasks, which can be thought of as ingredients and steps in a recipe. For Tanner, the ingredients were articles, a website, and ads. The steps were writing, come up with article topics and questions, then write the content. Optimization, set up a simple website and optimize it for search engines. Revenue, add ads and affiliate links. 2 example hustles and their ingredients/steps. Resume service. Ingredients, website, scheduling system, marketing plan. Steps, write offer details, build a website, market to referrals. Custom journal business. Ingredients, journal designs, production, website. Steps, design journals, figure out production, and set up a website to sell them. The key is keeping the recipe simple by focusing on a few key ingredients and steps. Start writing, building, and producing as quickly as possible instead of over-researching or over-planning. Setting up a payment system is crucial for any side hustle. For selling products, options like PayPal, Shopify, and Stripe allow customers to pay easily. For services, a simple invoicing system sends bills to clients. Both ensure you get paid for your work. Notifications for new payments are exciting and motivating. Though optional, hearing a cha-ching when money comes and helps you feel the rewards of your hustle. Staying on top of invoicing and any needed follow-up is important, even if it seems tedious. Without a good system to bill customers and ensure payment, your hustle won't generate any income. Put a payment system in place before launching your hustle. Make it simple for both you and your customers. The specific solution depends on whether you're selling products or services. But in either case, not being able to accept payment means not having a hustle. You need to design a workflow for your hustle. A workflow is a series of steps required to complete a process or project. For a hustle, the workflow describes what needs to happen for customers to make a purchase and receive the product or service. You can design a workflow in list form or visually. The example shows a workflow for setting up an email list and selling an ebook. Looking at the workflow from the customer's perspective helps ensure a smooth experience. Troubleshooting the workflow by testing it yourself or asking what could go wrong can help you identify and fix potential issues. While you can't prevent every problem, troubleshooting helps avoid common errors that could disrupt your hustle. Other things to consider in your workflow include: how will you handle customer service and support? Do you need additional tools or accounts to manage the hustle? How will you fulfill orders or provide the service? Do you need help? How will you track key metrics and make improvements over time? Don't get overwhelmed. Start with the basics and build from there. You can refine and improve your hustle over time through real-world experience. The key is to start simply by outlining the key steps in your workflow, troubleshooting potential issues, and anticipating additional requirements to properly manage and improve your hustle. Don't aim for perfection right away. As you gain experience, you'll be able to refine and enhance your workflow and processes. The passage discusses the importance of focusing your time and efforts on the most important aspects of your hustle. It highlights 2 main areas of focus: Improving the customer experience. This could include things like over-delivering, responding to unspoken needs, and highlighting the benefits your customers receive. The example of Oliver, the wedding photographer, shows how he focused on gaining experience so he could do a good job for his clients. Making more money. This includes regularly increasing your prices, finding additional ways to generate revenue, and starting new side hustles. Oliver demonstrated this by moving away from ultra-low pricing and marketing to higher-paying clients. The passage also recommends spending 25 minutes a day focused on one thing to grow your hustle. This could be responding to emails, improving your product, networking, or other growth-focused tasks. The key is to block out distractions and focus on a single growth-related task during that period. In summary, focus your time and energy on what matters, your customers and making money. Spend a little bit of time each day, free of distractions, working to improve and grow your hustle. If you do these things, you'll be well on your way to success. Launch your idea before you feel completely ready. Waiting for perfection will likely lead to procrastination. Launching early allows you to get proof of concept and make improvements based on customer feedback. The author gives the example of Steven Peterson, who created an iPhone app called Rootsy to display traffic data. Even though the app was glitchy, launching early allowed him to earn $2,700 in the first month and make improvements. Reasons to launch early. Get proof of concept and validation. You can't know if an idea will work until you launch it. Avoid perfectionism. Perfectionists struggle as hustlers. Launching early keeps you moving forward. Use a beta or early version label. This allows you to launch when you're not fully ready while setting customer expectations appropriately. Create a Facebook page before building a website. This is an easy way to launch quickly and start gathering data about your potential customers. A Facebook page can inspire you to move forward with your hustle. Once launched, focus on two things: solving problems for customers and making money. Spend at least 10% more time on these areas. Reduce time spent on distractions. Summarize key takeaways from week 3 on turning an idea into an offer. An offer includes a promise, pitch, and price. Use a cost-plus model to set your price. Create workflows to map the customer experience. Make payment as easy as possible. Week 4 is focused on launching your idea to the right people. Now that you have an offer, it's time to get it out into the world. The key points are: your side hustle is now launched, but you can stay in a beta testing phase for as long as needed. Gmail was in beta for 5 years while gaining 300 users. Launching gives you a special feeling of accomplishment. Over time, achieving side hustle goals can be its reward. Julie Wilder launched an astrology calendar as a side hustle. It earned $5,000 quickly with little effort or investment. She identified an underserved niche and reached new audiences with her modern design. Contrast pushy charity canvassers with the appealing Girl Scout cookie sale pitch. The latter is compelling without guilt. Adopt the Girl Scout approach. Have a strategy to actively market and sell your offer. Neither customers nor money will appear automatically. Remember, you worked hard on your hustle and people want to hear about it. Market to them. Your subscribers likely miss you. Promote regularly. Lead with benefits to the customer, not just features of your product. Like Girl Scouts, spread the word on how your offer helps people. Build awareness. When in doubt, send the email to your list. Some may unsubscribe, but focus on those who remain interested. Don't be too conservative in your outreach. The key principles are: actively market your hustle, have confidence in what you've created, lead with customer benefits, and don't be afraid to reach out to your audience regularly. Build awareness and keep pitching like the appealing Girl Scouts. Stay active and engaged with your marketing and selling, just as you were in developing your side hustle. Focus on benefits, not features. Clearly state how your offer will improve customers' lives. Back up benefits with features and details about your product or service. Establish value before discussing price. Help your customers understand why your offer is valuable to them before telling them how much it costs. People want solutions, not products. Think about what your customers want and frame your offer as a solution to their needs or desires. Don't be afraid to ask for the sale. Politely and creatively invite people to buy from you. Make it easy for them to say yes. Ask others for help. Tell everyone you know about your new venture and ask them to spread the word. Their support can make a big difference. A successful side hustle often relies on help from mentors, collaborators, and a community of supporters. Don't try to do everything yourself. Ask others for input, make connections, and tap into their networks. With teamwork and enthusiasm, you'll gain momentum. The key lessons from the story about Brianna Faith are: find free or low-cost ways to get started, e.g. a rent-free pop-up space. Keep costs minimal, especially when you're just launching. Work hard and commit fully to your venture, at least in the beginning. Brianna worked long hours to make her store a success during its first month. Rely on help from others. Brianna got advice from mentors, used connections to find retail space, and spread excitement about her store through word of mouth and social media. She built a community to support her. Reinvest profits to grow and improve. Brianna is using some of the money she made to develop her product line for future sales. Move fast and start before you think you're ready. Don't wait for the right time or until all obstacles have been removed. Jump in and get started, even while you're still learning and improving. Momentum is key. Does this help summarize the key points? Let me know if you would like me to clarify or expand on any part of the summary. Brianna, a teenage entrepreneur, started a holiday pop-up cosmetics shop. To succeed, she recruited help from supporters, mentors, influencers, and ideal customers. Supporters, general cheerleaders who provide support and help in various ways. Mentors, experts who give specific feedback and advice. Influencers, trusted figures who connect you with potential customers. Ideal customers, people who represent your target audience and provide opinions. Rather than asking everyone for help, focus on specific people who can help reach your target customers. Explain your project, ask for one specific thing they can do, and follow up politely. But don't make people feel guilty if they say no. Be likable and someone others want to help. Don't be that guy who does cringeworthy things like asking strangers for a dozen introductions or hounding people who say no. Gabby Orchid earns over $1,000 a month influencing Pinterest. She posts images and pins to boards, directing traffic to brands' campaigns. By experimenting, she learned to tailor her pins to specific interests. She says the keys to success are: paying attention to how groups spend time online, finding ways to monetize popular networks and passions, working hard and smart, posting frequently and organizing content in a useful way, experimenting to determine the most effective approach, keeping records of results to focus efforts. In summary, test different options, track your results, and focus on what's most effective. Adjust as needed to optimize your hustle. Gabby started earning money from her Pinterest account after a while. She gained followers by repping other popular Pinterest users' content and commenting on their pins. As Gabby's followers grew into the hundreds of thousands, she started earning over $40,000 over 3.5 years. Though not a celebrity, Gabby figured out how to give people what they want. Testing your offer is key to success. Simple A/B tests compare two versions of an offer to see which performs better. Test big things like your product, offer, and price, not small details. Run one test at a time and continue testing. Over time, you'll learn what customers want and will pay. Be careful of false positives. Increased click-throughs don't always mean increased sales. Watch data to confirm results. Gabby's Pinterest account was ideal for testing. She could quickly see which pins were hits. She added new boards on related topics as her million-plus followers grew. She earned $1,000 per month from brand ads. Though the money may not last forever, Gabby's enjoying it while it does. Deals, discounts, and special offers encourage sales. Stores frequently have going out of business sales because they work, even if the stores don't close. The right sale grabs attention like a tank on a battlefield. People respond to deals and love getting things for less, even if they don't want the item. Offering a sale or discount is a great way to get attention and drive customers to buy from you. Max Robinson received an unexpected $200 check in the mail from Amazon for writing reviews on his website about fish tanks, which is his hobby. At first, he thought the email informing him of the payment was spam. When he received the actual check, he had to check the currency exchange rate to see how much it was worth in his local currency. He was worried the check wouldn't clear when he deposited it, but it did. Max built the website during his downtime from running a construction company. He wrote a few reviews of fish tanks and included links to purchase the products on Amazon. After setting up the website, Max got busy with work and forgot about it. Receiving the check made him realize he had made $200 just from writing reviews about something he enjoys. The key takeaway is to celebrate small wins and milestones. While there is always more work to be done, early achievements can be very rewarding and motivating. Framing your first dollar, whether literal or figurative, is a great way to memorialize and find motivation from your initial success. The summary covers the key details from the story, including who Max is, how he earned the money, his initial disbelief and worries about the payment, the takeaway about celebrating small wins, and the suggestion to frame your first dollar as a symbolic milestone. The summary is concise but touches on all the main points from the full story. Tim Atten started a side hustle creating custom visual resumes while in college. He promoted the service on Fiverr and was getting many $5 orders. Although the orders were consistent, the low price meant he wasn't making much money, especially for the time required. He shut down the listing when his class schedule got busy. A year later, Tim revisited the idea. He realized he didn't want to spend time creating custom resumes. Instead, he created resume templates to sell. This allowed him to charge more, $11 versus $5, and fulfill orders instantly without additional work. Tim's new product-based hustle earns $450 per month, more than the customer service. It's important to honestly evaluate if your hustle is working by tracking key metrics. Don't just say it's fine. Look at whether you're making money and progressing. Some metrics to consider are: the number of sales. Are people buying what you're offering? Sales should be increasing over time. Revenue. How much money are you making? Revenue should also be trending up. Profit. Revenue minus expenses. Make sure you're earning enough to make the hustle worthwhile. Customer feedback. See what customers like and don't like. Make changes to improve. Once you review the metrics, you can determine the next steps. Double down on what's working. Do more of the same. Tweak or rework what's not working. Make small changes to improve results. Completely revamp or pivot to a new offer if needed. Like Tim switching from custom resumes to templates. The most important thing is taking action based on what the metrics tell you. Continuously track, learn, and refine. There are only 3 possible outcomes for a new side hustle. It's successful right away. If so, keep doing what you're doing. It's not successful. In that case, cut your losses and try something else. It's moderately successful. This is the most common outcome. Review your key metrics like profit, growth, and time spent. Make adjustments to improve the hustle. This may involve refining your approach or getting help from others. Tim had outcome 3 with his custom resume service. Although it was making some money, it required too much time for too little pay. He adjusted his approach by creating resume templates to sell instead. This improved his profit and freed up more of his time. If your hustle is profitable, keep working to improve and grow it. If not, abandon it and start over. Your side hustle should make money, not just gain likes or followers. Once your hustle is set up and running smoothly, you can work on other projects. Tim built a treehouse with his resume business, so he looked for new ideas. Ana Ramirez tried 2 approaches to selling her art before finding success with a licensing deal. Review your options and focus your efforts on what's making money. The key is to identify what's working for your hustle and do more of that. Don't get distracted by other possibilities. Grow what works and let go of what doesn't. Once a major national brand started carrying Anna's work, she had far more exposure, and her hustle now brings in about 1/3 of her income. She aims to increase that to at least 2/3. After reviewing initial results, focus on the winners, the most successful parts of the hustle. Don't waste time on parts that didn't work. Let them go. Use iteration, repeating and improving a process to gradually improve the hustle. Do more of what works and abandon what doesn't. Learn from failures and mistakes. The author invested in a scam that took over a year to recover the small investment. The lesson was to not waste time on opportunities that clearly won't happen. Move on. Conduct regular audits of the hustle to determine what's working and not working and set new goals for improvement. Make gradual changes to increase income over time. Regroup and make changes after failures or to improve on initial success. Continuous small improvements lead to winning. Trevor Mountcastle's gift card arbitrage hustle started as a way to earn travel rewards, but evolved into a profitable side hustle, earning over $100,000 a year. By expanding and improving the hustle over time, the income grew steadily. The strategy of buying low and selling high, like in the Oregon Trail game, can be applied to side hustles. Buy or produce goods at a low cost and sell at a higher price for a profit. Expand by finding new products or markets to apply this strategy. Smart side hustlers should systemize their business processes to save time and scale. Rather than keeping key information in their heads, they should write everything down and organize it. Adam White struggled to keep up with promoting his day job through guest posts on blogs. The process was inefficient and hard to keep track of. He started compiling notes on the blogs and a system to organize submissions. He realized this resource could be valuable to other writers and turned it into a $49 product called Guest Post Tracker. The hustle grew through guest posts promoting guest posts. It made $1,000 a month, then $2,000 a month, then $3,000 a month after optimizing and testing. Although Adam's time was limited, Guest Post Tracker saved him enough time at his day job that he could work on selling it to others. Systematizing and documenting your hustle's processes allows it to run more efficiently and scale. Simply writing down everything you do in detail can turn into the foundation for standard operating procedures, training tools, and products to sell. Keeping information in your head rather than organizing and recording it is unwise for serious side hustlers looking to grow. The key is to start writing things down. Systems refer to the procedures and processes that allow a hustle to function and generate revenue. Effective systems minimize inefficiencies and create scalability. They involve documenting how things work within a hustle using tools like workflows, which map out each step required to achieve a specific outcome. Important workflows for most hustles include sales, how products/services are sold to customers. This could involve marketing strategies, sales funnels, etc. Service, how customers receive and experience what they purchase. This ensures their needs are met and prevents frustration. Onboarding, welcoming and orienting new customers. This helps them understand what they bought and have a good first experience. Often done through an email series. Some useful tools for systemizing and scaling a hustle include contact management software for managing customers/client relationships and communications. Examples are HubSpot and Salesforce. Project management software for collaborating with contractors/employees and monitoring task statuses. Examples are Trello, Asana, and Basecamp. Bookkeeping software for tracking income, expenses, payments, invoices, etc. Examples are Wave Accounting, FreshBooks, and QuickBooks. Password managers for generating and storing secure logins so you don't have to remember them all. Examples are LastPass, RoboForm, and Dashlane. The example of Adam White shows how applying systems thinking and testing alternative options, A/B testing, can significantly improve a hustle's performance and revenue. By streamlining his workflows and optimizing his sales process, he increased his monthly income from $1,000 to $3,000. Effective systems and tools are key to scaling and sustaining a successful side hustle in the long run. While simple beginnings are best, planning for more complex operations down the road will enable continued growth. The hustle of selling baseball-themed sweaters at ball games started as a small side hustle but grew quickly into a profitable business. To keep costs low and scale efficiently, the hustlers outsourced manufacturing to China. They started with an initial order of 200 sweaters, which sold out in 45 days. They then placed a second, larger order. The ballpark sweaters hustle has improved the hustlers' lives in several ways. It provides extra income. It gives them a joint project to work on together, strengthening their relationship. The wife, Ballpark Barb, is now more interested in attending baseball games since she makes money from it. The profits from selling at least one sweater per game cover their beer costs. The story shows that side hustles can take many forms and serve many purposes. Some people turn side hustles into full-time jobs, while others use them only for occasional extra money. The key is that side hustles provide more options and flexibility in life. The author started the Side Hustle School podcast and wrote this book to provide guidance and inspiration to help others start their side hustles. The stories demonstrate how anyone can create more freedom and opportunity in their lives through additional sources of income. Side hustles offer many benefits, from extra money to increased security to more confidence and fun. When started quickly and with low costs, they also have little risk. The business model for this hustle is establishing a subscription service to generate sustainable, predictable income. The startup costs are variable but generally low. The ease of startup is also low. The long-term potential, however, is high if done right. The key skills required are basic technical ability, good customer service, and expertise in a specific area that will make your subscription service stand out. The main benefits are sustainable, predictable income and the potential for passive income over time. The downsides are the possibility of getting bored with the hustle and customer resistance to subscription models. The general workflow is: determine your specific service and what you can offer repeatedly that will be useful to customers. Choose a platform to manage subscriptions and payments. Create introductory materials and an onboarding process for new members. Consider offering a free or low-cost trial to get people in the door. Promote your service to attract members. Provide an amazing service to members to keep them around long-term. Some additional tips. Look into any rules or regulations regarding subscriptions in your area. Utilize words like sale, discount, or special offer even if the price is nearly the same to induce buying. People love promotions. Real estate investing can be accessible as a side hustle, despite perceptions that it's too expensive or difficult. You don't need to own property where you live. You can invest elsewhere to get better returns. The author lives 2,000 miles from her rentals. In many parts of the U.S. and Canada, you can find rental properties for $50,000 to $100,000. The author recently bought a 4-bedroom house for $46,000 with a short sale. With an FHA loan, you only need a 3.5% down payment. On a $45,000 house, that's $1,575 down. Have an extra $2,000 to $3,000 for emergencies. Private lenders offer zero-down mortgages, often at higher interest rates. The author used a 7% private loan and earns $3,000 per year in passive income. Don't assume you have to buy far from home. Look for nearby, affordable areas. If you're in San Francisco, consider Reno, 3 hours away. You can check properties on a weekend trip. Do research to find a strong rental market and evaluate costs. Make sure you can charge enough rent to cover expenses. Look for markets with jobs and population growth. Start with one property and learn the ropes before expanding. Take it slow and minimize risk. Hire a property manager if you're not nearby. Real estate is a side hustle for the long haul. Don't expect to quit your job quickly. But over time, as you pay down mortgages, you can build wealth. So the keys are, do your research to find a strong rental market where costs and rents make sense. Start small with one property to minimize risk. Consider a property manager if you're not local, and take the long view, as real estate builds wealth over time as mortgages are paid. While real estate isn't a quick win side hustle, with the right approach it can be quite accessible. Major cities are often a few hours away from smaller surrounding towns. This means you don't necessarily need to buy investment property right where you live. Focus on cash flow over speculation. You can't control the housing market, so buy properties that will generate good cash flow. Run the numbers as if you won't be managing the property yourself. That way, if you do end up hiring someone else, your returns will stay the same. The author's top tips are: don't assume you need to buy an investment property in your backyard. Go where the money is. Buy for the sake of cash flow, instead of speculating about potential future home value. Focus on what you can control. If you decide to handle any of the work yourself, analyze the deal as though you won't. That way you can hire someone else if needed and your returns will stay the same. The 5-week plan was originally a 4-week plan, but the editor suggested adding more details on implementation. Some side hustle ideas were removed, like shipping live crickets, non-alcoholic Jell-O shots, and an electrocuting alarm clock. The author wants readers to feel supported in developing their side hustles. There are more resources and tools available at sidehustleschool.com/resources, including how to build a website, hosting, email services, Shopify trials, audiobooks, and more. The author, Chris Guillebeau, has written several best-selling books. He has a popular blog and newsletter, created the World Domination Summit, and visited every country in the world before turning 35.